Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in this episode of The Hypnotist, you're going to be listening to a hypnosis session designed to help a client prepare for a 72-hour fast. Now, I've been doing fasting over many years. I don't tend to do it for very long. There's two types of fasting that I tend to do. I tend to do a juice fast, and the longest I've done a juice fast is 60 days. That's going back a few years. But I also do a 72-hour water fast, and I tend to do it roughly once a month. And mainly I do it not to lose weight, but for health reasons. So I've not had a sick day in about 20 years or more. I don't really get sick. And if I do get sick, it's very temporary. I tend to get sick and then heal very quickly. And I put that down to some extent, eating nutritious food. I don't eat a lot of processed food, but also every now and then doing one of these water fasts, because a water fast has this ability to clean out all the crap in your body. It's a process called autophagy, but it's only activated with the absence of food. So simply by not eating, you activate three key mechanisms within the body. A mechanism called ketosis, where it activates the body's ability to use fat as fuel, which is really important. Second is autophagy, which is this spring cleaning mechanism inside the body. And then the third mechanism is this mechanism for human growth hormone. So effectively, it's your body's ability to become stronger. You can think of a 72-hour fast as almost like the control-alt-delete of your body. It's a reset. You get to kind of reboot your body, which is really, really helpful, because we get into habits, we get cravings, all this kind of stuff. But a 72-hour fast enables you to reset. And it's also the perfect time to introduce new habits immediately following a fast. So this session is not about the fast itself. It's really to prime the client that is about to start the fast to prepare for the fast, because fasting is one of those things I don't recommend doing it on a whim. It's good to think about it, to have a date in the diary, to know when you're going to start and when you're going to finish. There's lots of fasting apps that you can use to kind of have an idea of what's going on in your body. But this hypnosis session is for mental preparation, to know that it's safe, to know that it's healthy and that it's beneficial, because why would you do something that's difficult unless it's worth it? And the thing is, in life, every one of us can think of at least a few times where we did something difficult and challenging that wasn't easy because we made the evaluation that it was worth it. And that could be a relationship, that could be a business, that could be being a parent. We did something that was difficult and it wasn't easy, but despite the challenges, we pursued. And fasting is a bit like that. It's certainly not an easy thing to do, which is why so few people can do it. But those that can do it become in charge of their life. They become in charge of their bodies, in charge of their health. So if you're listening to this and you like the idea of doing a fast, well, this session may help, but equally you have got the ability to schedule a free consultation call to explore working with me directly. But for now, I would recommend do a bit of research on fasting. There's some excellent podcasts. There's some excellent resources out there. But you might find that if you do decide to do a fast, this can either inspire you or help prepare you to do that fast. So find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in, just imagine breathing in a calm, relaxing, resourceful feeling. Feel that feeling of resourcefulness go in through your nose and out through your nose, enabling you to feel deeper and deeper relaxed. I want you to scan your body for any feelings of tension or stress, so that as you breathe in that resourceful feeling of relaxation, you can release that tension and allow that tension to leave your body in your outward breath. Breathing in and breathing out, and just allow your eyelids to close if they're not already closed. As you feel that you're able to go deeper and deeper relaxed. I want you to use the power of your imagination to imagine that you are on the top floor of the tallest building in the world, maybe the Burj Khalifa. There in Dubai, just imagine you're on the top floor and you're about to step into the elevator. Maybe just before you step into the elevator, you can see a nearby window, just see for miles around, perhaps even above the cloud line. I want you to press the button to call for the elevator. See the doors open, feel like you're walking inside. And then I want you to imagine there's a big panel full of numbers. But I want you to press B for the basement, all the way down and then below ground level. Breathe in and breathe out and just feel that you're going downwards. I'm going to count downwards from 10 to 1. And with each descending number, you're going to feel 10% deeper and deeper relaxed as you feel this elevator in the world's tallest building taking you down and further down. 10, just releasing any tension around your eyelids, eyebrows, around your eyes. 9, releasing any tension in your forehead. 8, just releasing any tension in your jaw, around your mouth, your nostrils. 7, just feel that you're releasing any tension around your neck and your shoulders, just enabling you to go deeper and deeper relaxed. 6, as you breathe in, just feel like you're relaxing your lungs and your rib cage, so you can take deeper breaths, feeling effortless, just like the air is flowing. That's it. 6 and then 5, just feel your arms all the way down to your fingers are just getting deeply relaxed. And that's it. 4, even your internal organs are starting to relax now. Your lungs relax, stomach relax, heart, diaphragm, just all those internal organs are just letting go of any tension and just taking you deeper and deeper relaxed as the elevator continues to go down. Maybe you can see the number of the floor that you're on, and it just continues to go down and down and down. 3, legs just feeling nice and relaxed. 2, all the way down, right down to your feet. And then you can feel the elevator slowing down. It goes past 1, past ground floor, and then into the basement. 0. That's it. Feel like the doors are opening and you're walking out into the basement, and it's completely private. You're the only one there, and this basement almost looks like it's the control room for the entire building, the entire skyscraper. But I want you to accept the suggestion that this basement represents your deep subconscious mind and the control room about things that relate to your body. Breathe in and breathe out, and I want you to notice dials and control panels, switches. And I want you to get a sense that everything is set for how your body reacts right now. But maybe you'd like to reset things about how your body responds, what it's sensitive to, what causes you to feel hungry or tired, what forces you to feel stressed or relaxed. It's all there in that control room. So continue to breathe in and breathe out. And I want you to walk to the control panel where you can see your current metabolic rate. And maybe it's on a dial where you've got red, amber, and green. And maybe green is a fast metabolism and red is a slow metabolism. And maybe there's another dial that represents insulin resistance. If your body's resistant to insulin, it might be on red, and if it's very adaptable, producing just the amount of insulin you need when you need it, it could be green. And I want you to get a sense that you're reading what your body is right now. And I want you to accept the suggestion that the single most effective way to reset your body is to have a period of time where you make the choice not to eat anything. I want you to imagine there is a comfortable chair there in that basement control room. You're still surrounded by control panels and dials, but also a large screen that represents your ability to think back to memories or look into the future. Make yourself comfortable in that chair. And as you make yourself comfortable in that chair, open your mind to a way of resetting your relationship with your body, with food. I want you to imagine looking up on that large screen and seeing the kind of future body that you would want, maybe slim and lean. And I want you to get a sense that you have the ability to reset your body. There are some people that can eat all the time and they never gain weight. And there are other people that try and control what they eat all the time and just keep on putting on weight. I want you to get a sense that it's not always about activity levels and calories in and calories out. There is a metabolic influence. There's a hormonal influence. Even your age has a role to play. But what if you could reset your body to realign your biological age, to empower your body to spring clean and reset? And I want you to open your mind to an idea of resetting through a fast. If you're forced into a fast, like a famine, that can create stress, and your body is forced to slow down your metabolism to conserve energy. But when a fast is a choice, you know there is an abundance of food. You're just choosing not to eat it. And in doing so, you supercharge feelings of self-control, resilience, self-confidence, self-esteem. And I want you to think about when would be a good time for you to do a fast of 3 days, 72 hours. Perhaps a time when you've got not many social commitments, and certainly not many strenuous physical activities, but perhaps lots of intellectual or mental stimulation, a time where perhaps your mind is going to be busy, even if your body won't be. Maybe that's during a work week where you know you'll have lots of things to keep you focused. And I want you to think about what you can do before that time to help prime your body for that period of resetting. And I want you to imagine seeing yourself on that screen just for the next few days leading up to that time when you start your fast. See what it would be like for you to gradually reduce your calorie intake. Maybe drinking more water, reducing portion size, but mainly reducing anything processed. See yourself reducing what you eat, but also how much you eat. So when you see yourself eating, see yourself being very focused on nutrient-dense whole foods to nourish your body and prepare it for the upcoming fasting period. I want you to see yourself on that screen drinking lots of water, good quality water, maybe bottled water or distilled water. But see yourself drinking lots of water, ensuring that you're well hydrated. Not too much of caffeine or alcohol, anything that would dehydrate your body. Just see yourself reducing that. But also see that you are becoming more disciplined with your meals. See that you're not snacking in between meals, and the meals that you're eating are nourishing, balanced meals with all the different macros, healthy fats, proteins, complex carbohydrates. That in priming for the fast, you're getting used to the idea of nutritious meals. And then perhaps see yourself on that screen, maybe the day before your fasting starts, that you're getting anything that you would need. And maybe that's herbal teas or electrolytes, and maybe they're the effervescent tablets, or maybe they're brands of water that have the electrolytes in them. Maybe see yourself having things that you would have to help in some way. Maybe an app already installed so you can see your progress. Maybe ketone testing strips, but see yourself getting whatever you would need, all prepared, all ready in advance. And then perhaps on just the day before the fast, or maybe when the fast starts, I want you to see yourself learning about how safe it is to fast. Maybe you're watching a podcast or a documentary, maybe reading a book. And maybe what you're doing is gathering information of those people that have done it for a much longer period of time, maybe 40 days or more. And in doing so, you get this absolute belief or conviction that if people can safely fast for 40 days, then it's completely safe for you to do it for just 3 days. And then I want you to imagine just there on that screen, you see when your fasting will start. Maybe just after lunchtime on day 1. Maybe see yourself pressing the start button on an app. And you get a sense that you can almost forget about it because you've just had a meal. And I want you to imagine thinking, as you see yourself on that screen, all you're doing on day one is just missing one meal, just missing that evening meal. And perhaps you see yourself on that very first day drinking water and just seeing yourself go to sleep, not having had any food after your lunch. And then imagine seeing yourself waking up that next day. Perhaps you see yourself not looking hungry because the ketones have already started to be produced in your body. Maybe there's a dial there on a control panel nearby which starts to show your ketone levels from white all the way to a dark purple. And to begin with, the levels would be very low, maybe just a very gentle shade of pink. But as time goes on, that would get darker and darker, just like the ketone testing strips. And I want you to get a sense that over this period of time, your body will improve its insulin sensitivity. And maybe that dial that represents insulin sensitivity is moving from red or amber towards green the longer this fast continues. But also I want you to see that it's promoting something called autophagy, a cellular process that aids in the removal of damaged cells and supports cellular rejuvenation. I want you to almost imagine there's an X-ray of that version of you on that screen, and you can see almost tiny cells, like tiny cellular robots, cleaning your body from the inside. But also see that a vault is opening as you continue perhaps from day one into day two. Your body's taken the remaining energy from the glycogen in your blood and is now opening up a vault towards the energy stored in your body fat cells. And I want you to see almost your body finding a treasure trove of energy in your body fat cells, and you can see that your body is increasing its fat burning. And maybe there's a dial that represents that. When you're eating food, fat burning is low. But as you stop and the ketones start to be produced, your fat burning increases. And as time goes on, I want you to see that your mental clarity and focus is building. You've got a clarity of thought, that you're sleeping well. I want you to imagine almost that you can notice things you wouldn't normally notice, that if there's any pain or inflammation in your body, it's starting to reduce. Maybe see your skin looking clearer and cleaner from the detoxification, which your body can always do, but it can do it more rapidly in this state of fasting. Your gut health is improving. But this process of the ketones and the autophagy is improving and enhancing your immune function. So don't be surprised if you feel like you're getting a headache or a sniffle. That's just evidence that your body is healing itself from within, that the reset is working. And don't be surprised during this 3-day period, seeing yourself with more self-discipline and mindfulness, but also a deeper connection with yourself. You might see yourself having a desire to walk in nature, meditate, or just have a period of self-reflection. If you have any religious or spiritual beliefs, maybe you see yourself connecting at that level. Those people that study spirituality or deep connection often find that fasting is a way to turn down the volume of the noise and just have a true connection with themselves. And then see that day 2 has been completed. See yourself waking up, but the ketones are strong now, so your stomach has shrunk, your appetite for food, and you're thinking, I'm past the halfway point. If I've got to this part, I'm on the final stretch. And see that you are confidently, in a very empowered way, getting through that day 3. See yourself with a smile on your face as you're going to sleep on that 3rd day, knowing that all you need to do is miss breakfast the following day, and then at lunchtime you can reward yourself with a delicious, nutritious meal. Something light, high nutrition, maybe berries or a salad. And then see yourself enjoying, on that final day after the 72 hours has been completed, see yourself enjoying a delicious meal. But see yourself with an increased appreciation for food. But more importantly, see yourself with a biological reset. That some of these things that have been a certain way for a long period of time are now, the slate is wiped clean. You can evaluate food with clarity. You can make choices that benefit you. But also, because you've had 3 days of fat burning, you now know that you can, whenever you choose to, clean your body, become stronger from the human growth hormone, reset your immune system, reset your insulin levels, do so many things in just 3 days, but also burn about 6,000 calories. And I want you to get this belief that because you've now seen it on the screen, it's possible for you to do it. But what it really comes down to is missing a few meals. But you're seeing yourself drink lots of water, hydrate with the electrolytes, maybe have the herbal teas or black coffee just every now and then. See yourself sleeping well. See yourself in a state of pure mindfulness and certainty. And I want you to get the sense that you now believe that you can do this 72-hour fast, that you are unlocking the belief, the conviction, the resources to ride out those waves, and to know that any discomfort you experience during the fast is temporary and manageable. There is nothing you can't handle. It's now time to leave this control room, but you leave with a sense of strategy, clarity, and belief that you can utilize this tool to improve your health, well-being, but also manage body fat in a way that increases your metabolic rate, improves your relationship with insulin, boosts your immune system, gives you a sense of increased self-discipline and self-control in every area of your life. I want you to leave the basement, going into that elevator, pressing the number for the top floor. As I count from 1 to 10, you will feel like you're going upwards towards the top floor, and when you arrive at the top floor, you'll feel like you're teleporting back into your body, listening to my voice right in the present. And you will awake, fully wide awake, feeling resourceful, optimistic, and motivated to take on the fast on the day and the time that you decide is right for you. Now in the elevator, as I start to count, starting to rise, 1, 2, 3, waking up, 4, 5, 6, more alert, 7, 8, feel like you've arrived on the top floor, 9, 10, returning to the present as you open your eyes, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.